Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. Got a very crappy run for you today, haha, pun intended. This is from a YouTube user, Tales of Awesomia, like Awesomia, like Symphonia or something. And it's just simply called This Run is Shit, so it's a very simplistic run. We're playing as Isaac here, but our D6 has been replaced with poop. And in addition to that, we can poop basically as much as we want. We have infinite item power, so his hope was that during this run I would learn new uses of poop, especially as a defensive ability, I think was his intention, given that I can use it as much as possible. Everything else goes. I mean, the way his language when he described this was brilliant. He was just like, this run is shit. Infinite spacebar power and poop. Maybe you'll find new ways to learn the poop. Fuck it, everything else is allowed. So I guess everything else is allowed, and we'll see how the rest of it works out. I'm not expecting the poop to be too valuable, at least at the start, but I'm gonna try to make good use of it when we fight bosses. For example, when fighting Larry Jr. or Chubb or something, he's coming for me, just drop like 7 poops in his way, at least slow him down a little bit, or make his breath even stinkier, who knows. Now, I've gotten very lucky here so far, because we have gotten, oh, that was awful. We've got a ton of tinted rocks, which will compensate me slightly for that half spirit art that I only recently lost. I suppose, oh, Parasite, that's actually awesome. I was, looking at another challenge run earlier today that I will probably do a little bit later today that also features the Parasite heavily. Anyway, I suppose I could also use the poop, like, infinitely to pick up as much money and keys and bombs as I wanted, but I don't have that kind of patience. It might even be within the spirit of the challenge run, I just don't have that kind of patience to sit here for, you know, 25 minutes and just repeatedly shoot my own poop. Maybe if I was younger, you know, maybe if I didn't have anything to do today, I might get a couple hours of poop shooting out of the way. It's just nice to be, you know, have some me time sometimes. Who doesn't like shooting their own poop on a Sunday morning or something? You know, you're really hungover, you wake up, you watch some Premier League and shoot your own poop. It's pretty much just my perfect Sunday, shall I say. That and, I like eating like a breakfast of razor blade O's and, you know, broken glass. Okay, I'm just gonna stand. There we go. We got dog food, which is actually pretty viable, I would say, for us. And the one condition of this run, I will say that he said anything goes, or I did say that he said anything goes, but that's not totally accurate. The one thing that's endemic to this run that cannot possibly change is the fact that the poop must stick around. Wait, do you guys hear that? I hear my phone ringing. Someone's calling me. I don't know who you are. Today's actually my birthday, so I think somebody's probably wishing me happy birthday. Surprise, motherfucker, I need to work, and I'm also going to turn my volume all the way down just in case that happens again, because that is crazy. Anyway, we are going to move out a little bit further here. So yes, happy birthday, thank you guys. I'm turning the wonderful age of 47. I shouldn't say that, some people will actually believe it. Not that there's anything wrong with being 47. I look forward to, you know, being a more advanced age than I am right now, you know? Everything in your life reasonably stable, that's awful damage. There go all those spirit hearts that I was touting earlier. Whereas when you're young, everything's in flux, and I know people romanticize that. Man, I want a stable life. I want coffee, put my feet up, read the paper. Traditional, boring old dad stuff. But anyway, I just turned 24, so there's a reasonable amount of time until that happens. I mean, a lot of people, the thing with an age like 24 is that there's half of the people watching this who are much younger than that are like, oh my god, 24? I can't even possibly imagine being that old. And then there's another subset of people watching this that are like 24, my god, you are so young. It's an age where, you know, it's a Rorschach age where it means many different things to many different people. Let's see what our item room is here. Necronomicon, which we cannot use. We have no bombs to get this tinted rock, sadly. Maybe after we fight LJ here. Well, certainly I've totally botched my usage of the poop right there. And right there as well. Alright, so this has not gone well so far. I may just mostly ignore the poop, but at the same time, I feel like maybe it'll come in handy. This was a top comment on the bad cat run, by the way. So as always, if these runs are bad, you can't necessarily blame me. Where did that tinted rock come from? I mean, you can blame me a little bit, because I'm responsible for the execution here. Responsible for the execution, by the way, sounds like a sweet black metal album or something. But I didn't come up with a suggestion. Anyway, we got meat, that's extra damage, that's gonna scale well with the Parasite. We look pretty fucking sweet right now. If only I could get a hat like that in real life. This is like Isaac as a TF2 player. Yo, dude, you got that rare Parasite? Smoking Parasite, M. Bison insignia. $5,000. That's what I'm gonna give you for it. I never got into trading in TF2. It's a long story. I wanted to get into trading in TF2 because I was really into that game for a while, right after it went free to play, because I know I'm a casual scum. But I was in Korea and I couldn't like link my PayPal account to my Steam. It was a messy fiasco basically, so I couldn't actually contribute to the game at all, but I wanted to. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. We are going to move onwards here. So far it's been a good run. Extra damage, extra health combined with... That was awful. That was even worse, probably. Get out of there! Use the poop! Combined with... as he immediately goes back to a more relaxed tone. No. Extra damage and extra health combined with, you know, basically a tears upgrade by way of the parasite here is a nice little combination of items. I'm not stressing health so much. I realize that there is some in that room back there, but, you know, we'll go get it if necessary. For now, I think we're going to be okay. Certainly. I would love to get some deals with the devil. That might not be possible because I've been taking so much stupid damage, but we'll see. Quad shot! Oh my god, this is great. Quad parasitic shots. I guess they only explode into 2 when they go, and that's going to be speed plus damage as well. This is an unbelievably good run. We are just going to be basically one-shotting all of these enemies, and we're shooting 4 shots at a time, which makes that pretty substantial and pretty significant. Apparently we can't one-shot human popcorn. Human popcorn! Every time. Anyway. This has inadvertently, thank you, Mr. Tales of Awesomia. You've inadvertently created the best run I've had in a long time. That was not really set by challenges. I mean, this is kind of like an old school Isaac run that is just bursting at the seams with like great items. So if I fuck this one up, that'll be incredibly disappointing. However, you know what would be beautiful right now? Would be Odd Mushroom, like skinny Odd Mushroom to give us that increased rate of fire. So that we could, or cancer, but I mean, if we get cancer, we basically need cancer plus mom's purse. So I would rather just get skinny Odd Mushroom instead to get huge rate of fire and just like spam shots in constantly. This could be an awesome run. And I think we got a good, we've definitely, I mean, we've been struggling a little bit with runs lately. This is a run that should not have any problems beating Mom and Mom's heart, that's for damn sure. We'll see what happens after that. Isaac is certainly a possibility. We need some specific items to make that work. And remember, we can't get rid of this poop, so we're kind of stuck with that. But I wonder if I could just, like, put some poop down. I wanted to put it down in front of me, but I was thinking that maybe against, like, Gertie Jr., I could stand a little closer over here, then put some poop down and just block him when he comes in. It looks like that did work that time. Yeah, it works! I still got hit, but it works. That is awesome as hell. So whenever he comes for me, just mash spacebar. We got a tears upgrade here, which is fine. I would prefer an HP upgrade, just in case I take a deal with the devil at some point. But increasing our rate of fire is, of course, important as well. So we're on Catacombs Part 2. We got a golden poop, which means there is the potential for us to actually... This has been awful damage for me. There is the potential for us to go to the shop on this floor by way of this counterfeit penny now. It might now... I was expecting the golden poop to pay out with just like 10 cents or something. Now it might depend on actually getting to the secret room to make good use of this counterfeit penny, but either way, I'm pleased with the way things are going so far. Managed to get out of there before we got hit by that green bomb, which is good for me. We've got basically 2 forms of Larry Jr. here. Choose your own poison. I prefer fighting regular Larry Jr. than fighting that shitty, like, conga line. The reason I hate fighting the conga line, man... How did he get through there? I put the poop down and Larry Jr. just flew through anyway. I put the poop in the sarcophagus. We're gonna get this and continue moving onwards here. I apologize for that. I think I've gone on that Kanye West tangent before, where from the line from the song Power always baffles me. Have you ever had sex with a pharaoh? No, no one has. No one alive has. There hasn't been a pharaoh in like thousands of years. Well, at least hundreds. My Egyptian history, you know, past the point that everyone is familiar with, is not really that good. We should check out here. I kind of had a feeling that tonight was going to be a good night and we'd run into Super Greed. This is potentially awesome, though. It could be great if we either get a quarter, which would allow us to make good use of future shops, or we get a Steam sale, which would allow us to make good use of future shops. Feels weird saying that because Future Shop is a large, you know, electronics retailer here in Canada. It's weird, man. 2 biggest electronics retailers, I'm guessing, are companies called Future Shop and Best Buy. They're owned by the same company. It's a monopoly. Anyway, we got Curved Horn here, which we don't really want. And yeah, they oftentimes exist in like the same plaza as well. So you like go to Future Shop and you're like, well, this was $10 cheaper at Best Buy, and they're like, well, fuck it, man, go buy it at Best Buy. You think corporate's gonna care? It's all the same on our bottom lines. Anyway, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman, so I don't really know if what I just said about business was accurate at all. I'm just saying, Best Buy and Future Shop, what up with that? Maybe I should start a new show on my YouTube channel. Just call it What Up With That. Best Buy and YouTube are owned by the same people. Best Buy and YouTube? Best Buy and Future Shop are owned by the same people. What up with that? Well, they always give you hot dogs in packs of 12, but hot dog buns in packs of 6. What up with that? I don't know. I mean, I think what up with that is that you could just buy 2 packages, but I guess hot dog buns typically come in packs of 8, not 6, anyway. What up with that? Northernlion's made over 340 Binding of Isaac videos. What up with that? I gotta say, by the way, actually, I read an article when I woke up this morning that had some pretty exciting news for fans of Isaac. There was 2 pieces of exciting news, actually. One of them was that Ed has officially announced that the game is being remade and coming to consoles. I mean, he had kind of said it earlier, but in a more official context he said it, like he's gonna be working with the guys at Nicalis, who also did the Cave Story ports, to try to work something out. He's not sure exactly what consoles it will be on, but you know, he said Microsoft and Sony are both interested. They think it'll be a good fit for the digital distribution service. He wants to get something going possibly on the Wii U and 3DS eShop, which I think is a good fit as well, especially 3DS would be sweet with this. And he said he doesn't know how it's going to control, but if he can make the controls work, then he would consider porting it to iPad as well. But the other piece of interesting news was that he did a post-mortem on the game, which, if you're not familiar, post-mortem is basically like after an experiment or an endeavor has gone through and succeeded or failed, you do a post-mortem and talk about, you know, all the things that went right, all the things that went wrong, and analyze the stats a little bit. So he talked about how, you know, he spent 3 months working on Isaac with, oh my god, Florian Himsel, that's it. Definitely should not forget that for the number of times that I've seen it in the credits. And he didn't expect it to sell that well. Like, during the first month or so, it only sold, like, 100 to 200 copies a day, I think averaging out at 150, he said. But over time, like, it's actually grown into a substantial moneymaker to the point where I believe he said at 7 months in, it was selling over 1,000 copies a day. And part of that is due to, I guess, the release of Wrath of the Lamb as well. But seriously, selling over 1,000 copies a day, and it's sold over 1 million copies in its first year. Well, worldwide, I guess, which is pretty crazy considering it's only on Steam. I mean, not that Steam is a small distribution platform, but 1 million copies, man! That's insane! Part of that is due to sales and stuff, so it's not like he made $5 million off of it, but still. And in the postmortem, he attributes a lot of that success to, not to toot my own horn, but, you know, YouTube channels and the YouTube community at large, where, you know, dozens of Isaac videos are posted every single day and have been posted every single day for probably over a year now. So, you know, this is just my way of saying, like, I appreciate, and I knew this going into it, but I appreciate that Ed appreciates the stuff that the YouTube community does. He seems like a developer who's really got his head in the right place when it comes to, like, the YouTube community. He's like, hey, these guys are making videos that basically sell my game for free. That's not to say that Ed owes me anything, because if anything, I owe Ed substantially more than he owes me, because, you know, I'm basically making a living playing his games, but still. Just some kind words from him and some kind words hopefully for him in return. I'm feeling a little bit skeptical as we get back to the actual topic at hand here of my chances on this run now. It's only been one less than encouraging floor, but I'm starting to realize, you know, how are we going to get the health necessary to survive as we get later and later on in the game? Maybe this will help us. Maybe it'll be a bad trip. That's not the end of the world. It's certainly better than getting a health down pill. But it's not gonna really do a lot for progress here. We need something like the Relic, basically. We haven't had a deal with the devil yet, which means that I could possibly... I haven't really used the poop at all yet, either. Which means we could possibly be in the market for a deal with the angel at some point in the very near future. Well, we got some more money there. And you know, I could buy something awesome at the shop, but it has to be something that doesn't take away the poop, which is basically impossible. And since I have infinite item charge, I don't think there's really any need for me to buy the 9-volt as much as I kind of feel a compulsion to do so. Oh, it's another bad trip pill. That was white when I bought it, asshole. No refunds. Alright. I'll come back. I'm gonna burn the building down, I promise you. We're gonna check down here for the secret room, which I might as well go to, because maybe, who knows, Epic Fetus. It's possible. What do we have? Sixth Sense, my favorite Haley Joel Osment movie. We're going to come out and to the left here, where we're going to be looking for a great item room. Basically, we want Relic or Miter, something to give us Spirit Hearts, because that's going to be basically our only recourse, our only chance for success as we move forward. It's not that this run is bad. This run is very, very good so far. Our damage is off the charts. Our tiers are great. Great killing power. Where we suffer is the inability to survive very many hits, and inevitably I'm going to take hits, so I might as well, you know, face that reality rather than try to pretend like I'm going to be able to dodge every shot we come across in the womb and beyond. We are only on the depths part 1, so anything could happen. We have 2 item rooms left. One more shop. Oh, come on. He barely nicked me there. One more shop where we can't really buy anything in all likelihood. And I should... This is a potentially good poop opportunity. Oh, God, I botched it. What if we just toss a bomb down here? Yeah, I ruined that for myself pretty well. So I want to get these guys moving in a pattern together, of course. Seriously? If I put this down here, and then move like that, and then he hits the poop and he bounces off, it's not really working out the way I intended it. Oh man, that was a sweet maneuver from them there. And that was an awful room. It's not over yet. Now it's over. But on the bright side, we are going to be okay for health, although we lost some Spirit Hearts, I believe, in there. Whatever. Shit's gonna happen. They don't think it'd be like it is, but it do sometimes. Keep this up. Leapers represent something that shouldn't be too much of a problem, but sadly has been a problem in recent times. Oh, and there's another situation where that exact shit went down. Keep it up. I think one of them killed themselves on the spikes. 2 of them have killed themselves on the spikes. Third one getting ideas about what to do on those spikes. How did I still get hit there? Before we fight the boss, I do want to go to the item room. This is quickly becoming like a vanilla challenge run, or just like a vanilla run in Isaac, because I have no idea how to use this poop effectively beyond like, hey, maybe there's a heart inside of it. Nope. And we'll see what's down here. Obviously, we know that at some point, we're going to be coming across the item room, which is of the utmost importance for us. Okay, now, oh, God, drop the bomb, get out of there. We got 0 killed. That's awesome. Keep up the good work against these zombies. So far, so now we need... I'm thinking we need not only... Seriously? Not only do I feel like I need HP upgrades, I feel like I need Spirit Heart upgrades, and I feel like I need some method for which to have piercing shots, just in case we come across more of these zombies in the near future. But for now, I'm just going to chalk this up to poor play on my part. Although I would love to get some more upgrades. These guys are not so bad. You just gotta stare them in the face. Tell them to F off. I have the range necessary. Lump of coal would be a cool upgrade too. That would be kind of an upgrade that we could get without really having to offer anything up at the deal with the devil. That's a good item. So that's gonna give us the halo, which is all stats up. So a little extra damage. What happened to our forehead? I guess it's just highlighted by the fact that I have the halo now. That forehead like growth has always existed there. But in any case, I mean, the extra damage is good. This is quickly becoming very similar to my, like, best run ever, which is, like, Max's Head, Bent Spoon, Parasite. I don't even know what else we had. Lump of Coal. I don't know, some extra damage. Anyway, and Skinny Odd Mushroom. But we're going to be fighting war here. This is, again, good for damage, but bad for business, potentially. We're going to get a second cube of meat, which is going to give us more hurting power. But we're still going to struggle when it comes to the defensive side of things. I mean, this is the kind of run I prefer, and I mentioned this in the last video or the video before that. However, I also need a little bit of defense if this run is ever going to make it to those final bosses. It takes a special kind of run to be able to beat Isaac and Blue Baby. We got our cube of meat there. And is this a special kind of run? Yes. Especially if we were playing the game back in 2011 or before Wrath of the Lamb came out. This would be a beautiful run. I'm sure... at this point, I would probably have no problems beating Satan, especially if we get a good item on this floor. And we did manage to survive that, which is kind of surprising to me. I'm going to save my keys. I probably should have saved a key on the last floor. That was bad. I really should have used the poop there. I'm sorry. Tales of Awesomia. Awesomia? I don't know how to pronounce it. It always makes me feel silly when I pronounce your name. We're going to... There we go. How's this going so far? Decently. Now here's boss fight I mentioned we could use the poop on. Although the problem is if I shoot once after putting the poop down, I destroy the poop because my shots are so strong. He does bounce off the poop, so I guess I can kind of like create a track for little chub to run on here, or regular sized chub to run on. But, whatever. I'm hoping we get a good shop here. I don't know what the shop could possibly give me, but I'm hoping we get a good one. Now, the good news is that even if I get fucked on this room, which is a total possibility, I do have Bad Trip, which is essentially full health. So we're not in any danger of losing the run here. Although we might come fairly close. I've just got to remember to use this, of course, as well. That's the other, the catch there. We're just going to keep this up. Our damage is so good. It's just a goddamn lack of defense. And you know what? More realistic than probably getting a relic at this point. Just the ability to fly would be awesome. So we're going to take all of the stuff in here, basically. Yeah, we might as well buy the bomb, even. Like, there's no reason not to. The tarot card could be effective. It's not really effective, so we're going to go with just the pills here. Because you never know when I might need that Bad Trip pill. But we did get the map, which means that now secret rooms are an inevitability. And who knows, maybe we get flying at some point from a deal with the devil on this floor, maybe. And then finally, we pick up Epic Fetus at some secret room in the future. And there you go. That's the poop run completed. But right now, it's not looking so good. So, Super Greed in our secret room, which is not something I want to spend any time with. I will use a bomb to go to Judgment here. You never know. He could give me an HP upgrade. He could just take all my money, but he could give me an HP. Well, he gave me half a heart for 4 cents. And a key. That's fair. We're going to need those keys, of course, for the item room on this floor. Now, obviously, I do not just want to fight Mom right now. Got to let this go a little bit further. Because we need to get to the item room first. That item room could make or break us here. Well, it's unlikely that it's going to break us, but it could make us here if we get a really good one. Again, Transcendence, any sort of flying item would be some next level shit for us right now. It's a shame that this can't... I didn't expect this to really become just like a vanilla Isaac run. I was like, well, you know, I'll try to use the poop as much as I can. I guess to a certain extent I've used it a little bit, but not as much as probably most people would have liked. But I think if you're gonna be like risking using the poop, you either A, want to be like really adept at understanding its mechanics. That's not a good item for us. Or B, you want to have something like super powerful with respect to your shots, and I mean like Mom's knife level of power, so that you are capable of like absolutely destroying rooms if necessary. All right, Judgment. Now I've got the money. Yeah, he just gave us an HP upgrade with 1 more cent. That's awesome. So I am going to take a sip of my water before we move into this Mom boss fight. Always important to stay hydrated on these dry Vancouver days. It hasn't rained in 30 minutes. We are probably going to tear through Mom easily here. I've mentioned this before, but I truly do feel like Red Mom is like by far the easiest one that you could possibly fight. You gotta just still stay away from the sides, as you saw right there, and watch out for the shots that come in from the horizontals and vertical doors, but I don't really worry about those too much. If I get hit by those, I get hit by those. There's not much you can do to predict them anyway, so there we go. She's dead. Super easy. We're gonna get back to basically full health. We got the magic 8-ball, which gives us a Judgment Tarot card, which we'll save until we have a little bit more money, and we're gonna take the Polaroid with us. Beautiful. Yes, I think it's better for us. You know what? It's probably best for us to use Judgment and then take the Bad Trip pill with us, because it'll be full health at some point. And hopefully Judgment will pay out with something here. A single key? Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. There's not much else we can do about that. It was worth it in order to take Bad Trip down to the next floor. So we are going to be dealing with some kind of XL floor or pink glitch here, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Okay, so where, if I was a boss, where would I want to be? I think we're looking at far left here. That's a long trip. No, it's not good use of my health there, but we're still alive. And 3 of those dudes can't say the same thing, so that's okay. Now, I'm just trying to... There we go. He actually killed the laser himself, I think. And now I'm starting to think we got this nickel. Maybe I should have just kept Judgment around and gotten rid of the bad health pill. Or Bad Trip pill. Who knows, though, again, that full health will prove important. And the later it proves important, the better. I think we just stand close, let Meat Boy tear him up. It might take 3 or 4 revolutions here, but there we go. It'll get done. And we do have... Poop! I was gonna use the poop there, I swear to God. That might be really useful against those, like, bomb vaginal flies. So that is an example of how poop maybe in the future is going to come in handy. Or what I was thinking is I could set up, like, if I didn't have quad shot, this would be more effective, but I could set up, like, poop on either side of me during the Isaac boss fight, and then when those homing shots came in, most of them would just probably ricochet off the poop, and I'd be okay. Again, might take a few revolutions here for Isaac to kill, or for Meat Boy to kill that guy, but that's okay. We'll see if this secret room contains anything worthwhile. And enough money to possibly pay off a judgment on a future floor. And we're gonna see if... Prediction was accurate. That is actually huge. Now, I feel like kind of a ponce for asking for so much, you know, health upgrade and spirit upgrade stuff. Because we don't need it, apparently, if we can just navigate the floors through the power of our own intuition, basically. Teratoma is also certainly a potential poop user. Or we should use poop against it because we can prevent ourselves from being hit. Although it doesn't really matter because as long as these guys stay in this little corridor over here, it's just going to be Spider City for me, which is fine by me. Easy boss. We pick up another HP upgrade. We're going to be fighting Mom's Heart here. We have enough bombs to make this fairly easy for ourselves, I would say. First things first, we got to kill the lasers. One of the more difficult enemies we'll fight over the course of this Mom's Heart boss fight. And there is a pill there. I don't want to pick it up though because obviously it's going to Zelda me. If you know what I mean by Zelda, then you have watched too much of my Binding of Isaac Let's Play. So we're gonna toss this in here. Oh, it shot the bomb way too far, but that's okay. We're just fighting Larry Jr. Should be easy enough for us. He's dead. We're gonna take the pill. Well, that was stupid of me. I shouldn't have taken the pill. We will get the bad trip pill when we finish here. Hey, we got full health! If only I'd known that that was a full health pill, I would have saved it a little bit longer, because essentially we have 2 of those now. Or we had 2 of those, at least briefly. I need to get back in the groove of things here. I got my patterns all messed up. Now we start dropping bombs. Remember, we want to finish this before Chubb shows up. Although I think Chubb's going to be, like, next. So unfortunately, I think we are going to have to deal with him at the same time that we're defeating Mom's Heart. That's okay, though. Worse things have happened. Yeah, there's Chubb. And we're still not in permanent bomb state. Maybe we're doing, like, less damage than I expected. I got hit in the worst way possible there. Bring it on, motherfucker. Oh, and I just ran into him again. That's so stupid of me. He's got to be dead soon, though. I'm hitting him with, like, 4 super powerful shots each time. Drop another one in here, like zombies again. No, thank you. There we go. Okay. So now I can just focus on shooting, basically, the hard left on Mom here. And whenever the zombies come, we'll just do a little dodge, make a little love, get down tonight. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get back to nearly full health. We're going to take the pills here with us. And amazingly, we're going to the cathedral on this poop run. I'm going to check over here to the... Well, I'm going to check the secret room first. Then I'm going to check over to the right. You never know. Sometimes you get real lucky. Dad's key is not real lucky. But sometimes you get real lucky with, like, an early Isaac fight. Which is going to mean that we're not going to have to go through much of the cathedral here, which will be very beneficial for me. Who knows, maybe we'll even earn health on this floor. That's not Isaac. But hey, if we're only fighting the Widow, that's fine by me. Those are easy rooms for this late in the game. And he is dead. We are going to go now. I guess we're going to go left and up again. You could get real lucky. Doesn't always happen. In fact, doesn't even often happen, really. But it does happen from time to time. Enough to warrant taking a look at it, at least. So I'm just going to stay over here. Oh, that was kind of close. There is a tinted rock here, which I almost missed because, like, the Gish blood blended in with it. We get small rock for a damage upgrade, which is awesome, as well as a key and bomb. That is not Isaac, that is Fistula. Which is okay for us, because again, we're doing so much damage and firing so many individual projectiles that we should face very limited risk here. So this is okay. And we're just going to take him out, and an extra key for us. Now we're going to go left and up again. You never know, you could get adequately lucky sometimes. At this point, it's not even lucky, it's just like... That is where I expect the boss to be. Otherwise, we've got a long trip ahead of us. So let's see. Nope, that is not where we want to be. We are going to need to use a bomb here. Please. It wasn't the way I wanted to really blow things up here, but got the job done. I really just need to move Famine around slightly so he's not in the crevice here. It's going to be fine now. Sometimes this Famine room can be a pain in the dick because he spends a lot of time, like, hidden by those rocks, but we're okay. And the Cathedral has been a fine floor for us so far. No problems whatsoever. That'll change. Never you worry. We're gonna check down again, because there's really only one way to go at this point. Yeah, we got Monstro 2 trapped in his worst nightmare. Apparently our worst nightmare, too, because that's, like, the first time I took damage on this floor. Twice against Monstro 2. Probably the easiest boss we could possibly fight right now. 3 times. I really want to save this bad trip pill entirely for Isaac. Blue Baby is a long shot at this point. It's a pipe dream for that bad trip pill anyway. We can still get to Blue Baby. It's within the realm of possibility. Not super likely, but it could happen. And happening on the poop run should surprise everybody. Let's see what happens here with Judgment. Open for some good stuff here. HP upgrade is good enough. It's basically like he functionally gave us a lot more health, because we're going to get to full health at some point anyway. Normally I would say that he only gave us like 1 heart, but that's not true in this case, because we are going to have that full health pill. It's going to come in handy at some point. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay, so we're just going to keep shooting these guys. The worst is the death at this point, because he's going to continue to spawn zombies, which are going to be a pain in the dick and totally screw up my shooting line here. That's okay, one's dead. I think, actually, they're both dead. Thank you to the horse for making that happen. Oh, almost got hit there. Death is dead. This is Nietzsche's follow-up to his world-famous God is dead quote. Come on here, Zombro. Zombrex! Where am I going with this? Health plan! Katie needs Zombrex! Health plan! I tried. So we ended up exploring, like, quite literally everything on this floor, with the exception of all dead end rooms. Dead end, 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 dead end. Do we have... I was hoping we get a little more health there. So if we get hit once, it's important for me to basically immediately pop this bad trip pill. That's okay. For the most part, we're doing a lot of damage here. I think we're going to be able to beat Isaac fairly easily. Do we have a chance in this run? Despite the fact that I had basically no defense after the first few floors? Amazingly, I think that might be the case. We got hit a little bit. And whenever we get hit, we're just going to go in and toss a bomb in on him. Now the question is, the thing that's going to be a great predictor of success, there's going to be a few, but success on the chest warrants a good, or requires a good run here against Isaac. Because we don't want to get down to the chest and have just 1 health. Mind you, we do have enough keys to open all of the chests on the chest, but if there's any spacebar items, we can't actually take them. So what this challenge run basically became is just like, you cannot use a spacebar item. And we're going to be fine with respect to health. We're going to have at least a few hits saved up in tolerance. So we're going to go down to the chest. I didn't think it was going to happen, but here we are. We got Spider Butt. Guardian Angel, which we will take. Little added defense there. Mom's Knife, which I took by accident, but I would have taken regardless anyway. And 10 extra bombs. Alright, let's do this. And then thinking far left. We should be doing crazy damage with Mom's Knife. Remember, we have quad shot, several damage up, well, 1 damage upgrade at the very least. 2, actually, meat and all stats up from the Halo. I think we can make this happen, to be quite honest with you. 100% honest, I think we have like a 50-50 shot of beating Blue Baby here. It took Mom's Knife, which I know to some of you is inevitably cheating for whatever reason, despite the fact that the item is, you know, in the game and readily available. This all being said, up, backing up and around. This is proving to be surprisingly difficult because Super Sloth, biggest pain in the ass in the world. How I didn't get hit there, I'll never know. I wish I had some more range upgrades. Jesus, I can't shoot at all. Maybe it just takes longer to charge because I do have quad shot. I just need one of these guys to die, and the rest is gravy, basically. That was a perfect shot. Barely missed him. There we go. One's dead. Now we just got to worry about the spiders. There we go. So we got Bob's Rotten... Well, that's not Bob's Rotten Head. I forget what this one's called. It's the poison bombs, though. Bob's Curse. So we got 5 extra bombs, and now they do poison damage. Guys, we've got good bomb advantages here, too, now. I think we might have a chance. I think we might have better than a chance, but it's all going to depend on not getting some truly shitty rooms as we move forwards. Okay, you're dead. You will soon be dead. Everyone will rejoice. There we go. Extra health, important. Tarot card is the Emperor. Fuck yes. Okay, I don't just wanna, like, tank him, but I will. We're getting a little framey here, but that's okay. So he's down to the second state. Again, every time we get hit, why is it so framey? Every time we get hit, I'm gonna get a little close and drop a bomb in on him. It's gonna be a little closer comfort here, I think. And every time I say close, I take a drink. Keep it up. I think he's dead. That bomb didn't do it? Oh, the poison did it! Okay, just don't get hit on the angel fetuses. Holy shit. Okay, get that. And we made it, I think. Yes, we're done. Amazingly, the poop run made it happen. All thanks to Mom's knife basically coming. But before that, quad shots, parasites, and stats upgrades. But in any case, thank you guys for watching, and thank you to Tales of Awesome for suggesting that run. The victory kind of came out of nowhere, but again, thank you guys for watching. Continue to suggest the challenge runs. I will continue to do the ones I deem most appropriate, and I will see you next time.